what they say, a lot of stuff in music and movies. Come on. Exactly. Exactly, Frederica. Exactly. You see a lot of stuff in music and movies that we can't use, and we can say things in close quarters. We crack crass jokes. We get it. I get it. I crack crass jokes all the time. But when you put that in other people's faces, you're being disrespectful. And disrespect is not going to be tolerated, man. It shouldn't be tolerated. Again, you can tell an off-color joke if you are in close quarters. Because we all do. It's just the way the world works. But if it's a lady around, I'm not telling an off-color joke because you're disrespecting her humanity. If it's a person of color around, I'm not going to do that. If it's somebody from the LGBTQ community, I'm not going to do that. If it's somebody from a different culture, I'm not going to say a racial slur or derogatory term in their presence, knowing that's disrespectful. I'm not even going to run through the gambit of those statements. I'm just not going to do it because it's inhumane. And until we start respecting people as people, we're going to continue to have these problems. With that being said, man, we had one hell of a weekend in college football, man. The first game I want to talk about is a game that was insanely exciting. That was the game against the Ohio State Buckeyes, which, in my personal opinion, they solidified their place in the playoffs at this point with a thrilling victory over the Penn State Nittany Lions. The only problem I have with this game is the conversation after this game. We as sports fans love to criticize the result instead of respecting the process. See, it's easy to look at a play and go, oh man, why did he do that? That was so stupid. Why do you do that? Why did he do that? He did it as a, see, look. We have to start realizing this. Every one of these guys who are coaches in the NCAA or NFL or what have you, they look at tendencies. They look at coaches. They look at tendencies, and whatever you do in a close situation is something that you will probably what you do in every situation. What you would do in every situation. So those situations dictate what plays you call. So Coach Franklin called a run play up the middle. I understand Trace McSorley. I got Trace McSorley as one of my Heisman hopefuls. This dude carried the ball for 25 times for 175 yards. He threw the ball for 32 times for 2 touchdowns. This dude had one hell of a game. One hell of a game. But at the end, they took the ball out of his hand. Now, a lot of us wouldn't agree with that call, but at the end of the day, Coach Franklin, big ups to you for trying. Even bigger ups to Coach Urban Meyer for pulling out victory from the jaws of defeat. Man, it was a hell of a game. You got to keep up with them. But that victory right there solidifies Ohio State in the national championship picture, because I think they're going to walk through it. Coach Meyer has already started the sick bay conversation. What I mean by the sick bay conversation, he's already, oh man, we hurt, we busted up, this guy got a headache, this guy got that, we're really hurt. He's already started that, and what that is, that's complacency prevention. Last year, after this exact same game, both these teams went on to get their asses kicked. Coach Meyer is trying to prevent that. Coach Meyer, in my personal opinion, is the only coach that can look Nick Saban in the eye and say, what you want to do? So with that being said, I got to go to the ass whipping that it was called the Baylor Bears versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Man, the Oklahoma Sooners put it on those people like you would not believe. This game was over. Look, I'm on the phone with the homie. The homie went to go get a shirt. He ironed his shirt. By the time he got back to the phone, finished ironing, they were down 14-0, and they took over the game at the tune of 66-33. The reason I'm talking about this game, and that's because it wasn't a close game, is this. I want to know, is this a Kyle Murphy, former first-round pick of the Oakland A's thing, or is this a Coach Franklin thing? The reason I'm saying that is this. This looks just like Baker Mayfield did last year. So is Kyler Murphy a good quarterback? Or is this just the greatest system in the land? The reason I'm bringing that up is because I'm going to talk about coaches versus process. Coaching versus the X's and O's versus the Willies and the Joes later on when we talk National Football League football. Now, it was a couple other games. Packy Pants pulled out one against Northwestern. He spotted Northwestern 17, came back 2017. I'm still rolling with the Northwestern Wildcats. That's Chicago's Big Ten team. And we are looking at a situation to whereas Clemson, I talked about Clemson and Dabo Swinney. What I didn't talk about is how great a game that was. That was an awesome game. Your best quarterback, you bench him. Your superstar gets hurt. Your third string dude out there with a green vest on, meaning he ain't even practicing. He the scout team dude. And he go out there and light those dudes up. It was one hell of a game. The question I have is who's going to be in the national NCAA Final Four. As of right now, we are a little more than a quarter way through the season. We almost 50% through the season, and I'm going to go through the rankings. As of right now, the rankings are Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Clemson. What I'm really looking at is this. If they continue to run the table, the only thing I hate Notre Dame. First and foremost, I hate the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I hate them. I hate them like the devil hate God. But at this point, you got the LSU Tigers who gonna have to face Georgia and or Alabama. They're gonna have to face Auburn. I really don't see with that shaky quarterback situation. I really don't see them pulling it out. Clemson, they also got a shaky quarterback situation. Notre Dame is the only team that I think they can unseat Clemson. And the reason I don't think they'll be able to unseat them because they got a big time schedule on paper coming up. What's up, dog? Yeah, it's a tough year. What's up, Big Ant? And Ant the Aquarius on deck. Yeah, Ant. They having a tough year, but look, here's the deal. They got a $250 million facility just built. Hopefully they'll bring in some more recruits. Fitzpatrick, he there for the long haul. It looked like Alabama, you said Alabama and Ohio State is a lot. This is the question, though, Ant. I got one for you. Here you go, bro. Who would you make the number 4? You got Alabama, Ohio State 1 and 2. At some point, Alabama and Georgia going to meet, and that's going to knock them down. I think Clemson going to lose because they kind of shaky at the quarterback position. That leaves Oklahoma and Notre Dame. Who do you have in that other spot for Oklahoma, Notre Dame? Okay, you said the other 2 spots can change. Who gonna fill those 2 slots then? You said they can change. Who you got? Anybody else got anything? Holla at your boy. But like I was saying, I think even though I hate them, I think the homies at the University of Notre Dame are going to take it over. With that being said, y'all, it's 38 minutes past the hour. I am going to give y'all Notre Dame. I don't think the reason I'm scared of Notre Dame and I don't have a lot of faith in Notre Dame is this. They got Miami, which ain't Miami no more. They ain't the turnover chain Miami no more. They got Florida State. Florida State ain't Florida State no more. So those are the problems I have. What are they going to do? In the words of Cedric Entertainer, what is they gonna do? You got the Sooners there, huh? Okay, Oklahoma Sooners, they looking like something, man. But what I'm about to do is play y'all part 1 of a great interview I had with the homie Tracy Murray, former UCLA Bruin, former McDonald's All-American, former 15-point-a-game scorer in the NBA, man. Like I told y'all, the NBA, in my opinion, does a piss-poor job of celebrating their legends. For what reason, I don't know. We gonna talk. Me and him talk a little NBA. We talk a little basketball. We talk a little politics inside of basketball. It's a very intriguing interview, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. Holla at you.
Okay. Again, everybody's here in this podcast every Wednesday, 7 p.m. I have a special guest. His name is Tracy Murray, NBA All-Star, former UCLA Bruin All-Star. He come from a long line of great basketball players from UCLA, University of Los Angeles, California. He's an former NBA veteran. Now he does announcing, and I want to get to know him. As you guys know, I'm doing a series of
NBA players that not necessarily the greatest players in the world, but like I've been saying for quite some time, the NBA is constructed more than Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and other players. Those players do not win championships 5-on-1. And without players like Tracy Murray and other players like Joe Dumars and so forth and so on, those championships are not won. So welcome to the show, Tracy Murray. Thank you, Tracy. All right, thank you. Tracy played small forward in the NBA. He came from UCLA. Hey, Tracy, just for the record, I am a big fan of you and your cousin, Lamar Murray. I have a special place in my heart for guys who are in my age group because it seems like you belong to me. You know what I mean, so to speak? You're part of my generation. So it's like, you know, Michael Jordan's a few years older than me. I'm a year older than you. So when I talk to guys that are in my age group, it's like, hey, these are my players. I came of age with Tracy Murray. And we, you know, in regards to basketball, we have a lot of the same memories. And that's why I want to talk to you. Now, you come from California. You were a big-time basketball player in California. Talk to me about the early stages of Tracy Murray's career.
It was kind of rough at you know, I was just a kid, pretty good as a young man, and so I grew up in a stroller image. So basketball came from the time I was able to walk.
Okay.
You know, same thing with my mom. You know, his dad and my brother.
Okay.
So we were in the same gym kids all the way up to the big moved to Northern California. Which was around I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
So you know, they came up, you know, just playing the boys and girls club, the YMCA, stuff like that. But I kept looking for more competition or another level to jump. My dad was always hesitating when it came to that. So he found an age and traveled. Back then, it wasn't very many. Found one, and you were fortunate enough to make the team, then travel with the team. We went to different places. So that's how I got in the AAU, and I played at a high level until I got to high school. When I got to high school, summer of my first year here, I was 14 years old. I came up, I had a hip surgery because I was growing to 5 kids, 6 4 in 3 months.
Wow.
And my bones started growing. Started out of socket, curving. So they told me at that point, when I, you know, the first couple of doctors I went to see, you know, my basketball was real low. When I type of surgery they had to do. So, of course, you know, you kid, you progress, you know, you can't like the 9, but, you know, my dad was like, we're not going to stop here. Let's go get, you know, maybe different behaviors, how second, third, fourth, fifth, so we ended up traveling the country. It's pretty valuable. We ended up finding somebody right now in the backyard working on how to live. I got them as well. And he told me what you should be good. And so I missed my first year in high school. I was looking around before I found out what happened. I made my varsity team, and then I had to get to the varsity team. So this was my first year here. And then, you know, I came back my sophomore year after, 20 days, and then 30 months of year, and 44 months I came to California all the time, in 3 years. I led legislation program that year. I played down on Thursday, maybe, and Kenny Anderson and all those guys. So Jimmy Jackson was part of that. My other cousin, Alvin Houston, was part of that. So it was an amazing time to walk up.
Man, basketball is in your blood. I had no idea that Alvin Houston was your cousin. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Basketball is in my blood. We don't remember my brother. He was playing on the last team that he became coach.
Oh, did not know that. That's a good thing to know, man. Okay, did you
we had a couple of tryouts as well. Yeah.